lagi natin gamitin ang toys, small fixation lights, or in this case, what we call our Oyster card cube. This provides a quick, objective method for measuring accommodation, accuracy, useful for children and those with learning disabilities. Pero tayo sa mga pasyente natin na regular patients, meron tayong mga magnetic targets. So you can select whether you place yung mga words or yung mga figures for the magnetic targets for our dynamic retinoscopy. So again, hindi ko na siya papadawakin pa since ito ay na-discuss naman na sa inyo. We'll go over our refraction. This will establish whether the child's visual system is developing normally. Siyempre, alam naman natin kung ano yung expected kapag patient natin, kakapanganak pa lang, nasa 7 years old, pag nasa 18, nasa school age, yung mga specific na errors of refraction yan. Ngayon, if there's any deviation to those refractive errors expected for patient's age, then there could be, or that could be an indication of changes in the development of the visual system. This offers an opportunity to correct ametropia, allowing child to achieve maximum VA. Refractive stage shall be investigated and compared with the expected age-related mode. So for our objective measurement, meron tayong automated refraction. So you may either use yung mga autorefractometers natin, yung mga nagagamit natin from before. But for our pediatric patients, most especially, since hindi natin mailalagay accurately, I would suppose, yung kanilang chin at forehead doon sa ating mga machines without them trying to adjust. So, without them trying to adjust doon sa mga alignments na kailangan natin for those specific na siya nag-play, let us just do it. So itong auto-ref na ito, this is what we call a spot AR. And this is used for our pediatric patients. Bakit nga ba siya ginagamit sa mga pediatric patients? Dahil siya ay portable. Hindi na natin kailangan ilagay yung chin rest at forehead rest ni patient doon sa machine. At ang target nito, hindi na yung hot air balloon, kung hindi ilaw at sound. Meron tayo, pwede natin itong gamitin. Actually, ginagamit na ito for outreach purposes na to the school since it's very portable and very handy. It could take yung mga estimated na refraction ng patients natin starting from age 6 months hanggang 100 years based on the machine. Let us have one example. One patient. This is done either in dim or dark na illumination. Careful. Ay! So, anong age ni patient? 3. So, may sound na maririnig si patient, may ilaw na target. Dito titingin kaya maganda ito para sa mga non-verbal, pre-verbal patients natin kasi wala lang tayong kailangan i-instruct. So, kailangan lang nilang gawin parang preferential looking. Tingin lang sila doon sa loob ng ating machine. Kailangan lang ay si examiner hanapin yung mata ni patient at yung machine na yung magpo-prompt whether to move closer or farther from patient. Parang hindi lang sa ganun. So, makikita nyo yung kanyang mata.
May ibon.
You want to see the birdie?
Then, magbibigay na siya ng result. So, in this case, ang nakuha kay si Barreta is minus 75.75, 50.75 pati yung axis. This could also measure, estimate, any deviations that could be present sa ating mga pasyente. So, if your patient has an aphoria na hindi natin masyadong mag-detect, hyporia that is, or may mga trophy patient natin, this could easily determine yung presence mo. Let us have one more example. Maraming salamat.
Binapit si ano eh, may kasakan mo na anong gano'n.
Then, gagawin nyo ito mamaya. Lahat kayo ay gagamit ng or natin. Dahil kailangan natin ito for pre-cycle refraction. So, kapag gagamitin nyo ulit, it concerns home, no, then siselect nyo yung education. Ano ang edad nyo pa siya?
Decision.
Sukbit yung mga kamay nyo dito dahil hindi siya pwede matay. Pwede nyo i-instruct yung patient nyo since tayo ay makapag-instruct naman. Pero kung hindi, then hindi ka na naman sa doon sa ilaw at follow din sa kailangan mo ng raise na namin, hanapin yung examiner, yung nakalagay patient.
Yung tapos patient.
Too far.
Hindi distract yung patient, ginana na yung kamay.
So, nakuha ay magkaiba. So again, compare it with your habitual correction, compare it later on sa inyong co-cycle. So yung ating list kanina na ginawa ng ating president, that is the list as to kung ano yung, kung sino yung mauuna, yung flow natin for our pre-cycle refraction, anesthesia, trophy, post-cycle refraction. So meron tayong process na kailangan. Then, but everyone will make use
Royden,
of
sino
this
partner mo?
For our retinoscopy, of course, kung wala tayong AR, at ito naman talaga yung gold standard natin, this is the most useful objective technique. You have to hold the trial lens or place the trial lens or trial frame, or with the use of your head, place in front of the patient's eyes, neutralize the motion seen. Kung ang patient natin ay very small, either you hold the trial lens or meron tayong matatawag na retiract para doon sa circumstances na hindi natin siya magagawa with loose lenses. For our yung mga older patients natin, you can use the form of your head or just your simple trial frame and trial lenses, and you perform static retinoscopy for the purpose of refraction. Start upon asking or encouraging the child to fixate on a target at 6 meters, either video, picture, or toy. Pero kayo, ano ang inyong target kay patient na kasi edad nyo lang? Biggest letter sa chart natin, which is yung 2200. So, paano kapag i-present natin is yung one line above best line? Pwede ba yun? Pwede ba yun? Pero, magpo-constrict yung pupils ninyo kahit very small ang change na yun. So, mahihirapan kayo, di ba nga, ang schematic eye natin, hihirapan pa tayo, ang laki-laki na nung pupil area na yun. So, what more kung mag-constrict yun? Hindi lahat ng patient malaki yung pupils. So, if you encounter patients na nasa 50s na very sluggish yung reaction ng pupil, very small, mahihirapan kayong mag-ready kung naka-constrict pa lalo yung pupils nila. So make sure that you present your largest target. In infant, if infant is asleep, lift the lids and approach visual axis as close as possible. Then, try to convert yung ating working distance. Pwede nga siyang mas malapit as long as you do your
Is that the one you're talking
for
about?
your
Yung
neck.
retiract.
For the dynamic retinoscopy, of course, ang purpose niya talaga is for accommodation. Pero anong purpose ng dynamic retinoscopy in terms of refraction sa mga patients natin
Close na.
na older na? Para saan ang dynamic ret? Bakit di ba siya ginagawa? Para saan ang dynamic retinoscopy? In cases na older yung patients ninyo. Reading add or your total near correction. So yun ang basis natin tentatively of how much yung near na kailangan nila. Kasi nga, di ba, this will determine whether may lead or may lag of accommodation. So if there is lag, then most likely, mas mag-increase yung ating near na correction than it is kapag ka nag-lead. Realistically, even with emetropia and normal accommodation, a small width movement will be seen
Sa hospital.
as in dynamic or objective lag with power from plus 25 to plus 1 tayo. So may
Put up front of
tayo practice na to.
May second kasi na kung may bouncing. Like, nasa lahi lang pa.
Pero sa mga bata, ang ginagawa natin is as alternative
Meron
to
akong
cyclorefraction,
pins,
kapag
first
hindi
cousin,
posible na
dalawa.
mapatak tayo ng gamot sa mata
May-
nila,
na-
we
may
do the
autism.
Mohinder technique. This is
Pero
done
sa
in
nanay nila yun.
cases where
Ay, tatay
cycloplegic
nila.
agents are not indicated. Ano ang illumination ng dynamic retinoscopy?
Hindi.
Dim. So for the Mohindra technique, this should be totally dark. Bakit nga ba dapat very dark ang ating room? Kasi light lang yung kanilang target. Assuming that the light provides no stimulus to accommodation and accommodation is at rest kapag ito ang ating technique. So, this test is done 50 centimeter, light of scope being the target in a very dark.
I'm not raising no retarded motherfucker.
For the subjective refraction, again, assuming na kayong lahat ay nakapag-refraction na, and you are already
Sabihin mo
familiar
yun
with the
sa
different
Bobel na
steps, of course, your subjective refraction,
Sabihin mo daw.
reduced confidence in answers during subjective questioning.
I'm not raising
Older
no
children may
retarded.
respond to limited questioning. So ito hindi naman siya ginagawa sa mga patients natin na 5, 6,
I'm not raising.
7 years old, tentative pa kung sila ay nakakaintindi na.
No.
So
no
for a
retarded.
reliable result, it should be na nakakaintindi yung ating pasyente. Kaya kung mapapansin nyo, if you have been to a pediatric ophthalmologist, sila ay usually nag-rely lang sa objective na assessment, either from their ARs or from yung retina na nakuha nila. Pero tayo bilang optometrists, we should be able, we should be familiar with the different procedures of your refraction. This is the same procedures as you do your regular patient. So let us have an overview. Fogging, unfogging, sphere used to fog, determine astigmatism, refine, cylinder axis and amount. Final prescription, pwede kayo mag-binocular balancing bago ang final prescription.
Why is really
How do
posting
you
like
do your
that?
fogging?
Inner step for
Ang awkward.
Malagyan mo talaga yung
Yuji naman nagkalbo ni Yuji.
This was 50
Kasi
a good
yung
amount
si Yuan
of
ka, ang
fogging.
payat. What the fuck happened? Siyang
Ano
manood.
ang sudden fog? Sudden fog?
Tapos,
Plus 1 plus 2.5.
ano to 2.5?
Unfogging is when you reduce the plus hanggang maging clear yung ating target. Sabi natin, by the books, kapag ka na-reach ni patient yung 20/20 line, ina-assume na natin na spherical ang ating correction. Kapag ka may miscalls, ina-assume natin na ito ay merong astigmatism. But that is not always the case. Kung i-compare nyo si objective refraction nyo tsaka si subjective refraction nyo, may cylinder si objective, si subjective,
Ito parang
wala.
based doon sa ating technique, wala. Kung masyadong malaki yung gap nila, then you should always rethink your cylinder axis and cylinder amount. Paano nga ba mag-refine? Refine na lang, hindi na determine. How will you refine your cylinder axis and cylinder amount?
Ay, refining na pala?
Jackson's cross cylinder. Kung ang ating gagawin ay refining cylinder axis,
Ay, kung nung brand nito.
ano ang posisyon ng JCC? Rika? Miss Landry?
Kasi kasama na yung time.
Oo, pero...
How will you refine the cylinder axis? Kung ang axis na nakita nyo objectively ay 170, ano ang posisyon ni JCC? Sandali na. Up where? What do you mean? Paano kayo mag-refine gamit yung Jackson's cross cylinder? San Jose, the answer. Paano mag-refine ng cylinder axis? Anong sinabi ng refraction ninyo? Saan ba ilalagay dapat yung GCs? Diba? Ang sabi natin, dalawa lang yan. Either sa cylinder axis or cylinder amount, either yung dots doon sa axis or yung handle sa axis.
Ah.
Ano ang posisyon kung refining cylinder
Ang
axis
turo sa
tayo?
akin sa right side.
Like dito yung dot.
Sabi
Oh,
ko sa
they should both be above 0.
Yes.
So, sa refining po, yung mark po mismo yung naka-align po dun sa axis. Yung line po ng silid.
Hindi ko man.
That's so amazing. Naku, sino pa whiteboard
Lagyan muna tayo
marker?
to.
Doc,
Whiteboard marker po.
Shane to the rescue. Shinito.
Say for example, na-determine nyo na yung axis ninyo at yung amount ninyo, di ba?
Ang
For
turo sa...
example, ang tentative na prescription nyo ay plus 0.25 diopter sphere combined with minus
Di ba may proper
450
pag-burn?
diopter cylinder, axis 170. Siyempre, ang posisyon ng inyong lens ay papunta, yung axis niya nasa 170 dapat to. Di ba? Yan naman talaga kasi na-determine nyo na siya. So, after determining your cylinder amount and cylinder axis, ang gagawin nyo is i-refine ninyo. How do you refine your axis?
The mark.
Sabi dito, pagka-axis, kung ito yung ating JCC, handle doon sa axis. So, paano naman, ibig sabihin yan, meron tayong dots dito, either red,
Red and white,
black.
diba?
Red or black.
Diba white?
Or white. Sweden.
Say for example, tapos na ang ating response. Ang position 1 natin, this could be done, yung positioning na yan ay random. As long as alam nyo kung paano nyo i-move yung ating Jackson's cross. Diba? Position 1 natin ay red nasa taas, black yung nasa baba. Position 2 natin ay black, red. Red at black. Ito pa rin yung handle, nasa 170. Sabi ni patient, ang mas clear ay position 1. Ito ay 100.
Towards this one. Always towards this.
Answer number 1 ay position 1.
Clear.
Sabi niya ay clear yung position 1. Saan ang punta ngayon ni axis?
Towards 9.
Towards red. Ano ng axis ko niyan?
165.
Nagiging 165. Same position, red, black dito ha. Ang answer ni patient sa second ay position 1 pa din.
160.
Magiging
160.
na siya. Sabi naman ni patient for number 3, position 2.
Balik ko
Nakano na yung red.
165.
Anong gagawin nyo after?
Doc.
Tapos na.
Ang turo sa amin ba?
Technically, tapos na. Tapos na yung axis, so mag-switch tayo sa amount.
Okay lang pala yun.
Kapag nagpapagod ka na,
Ay, we. Sinasabi namin dati. Ginagawa natin dati nun. Pagka nag-equal, sabihin mo equal.
Pag hindi na nag-iba.
So, ito ang ating axis. Bakit ba natin siya dinidiscuss? Tapos na dapat kayo yung ito. Meron tayong 165. This is 180. Paano natin ipoposisyon yung ating JCC kapag ka-amount na?
Nakatapat sa red na ang axis.
Marker.
Tama.
Basta yung marker.
So, red
Red dapat.
ito or black. Again, depende yan sa kung paano nyo siya ipoposition. It could be random. So, black
Hindi random.
at red.
Maraming salamat.
Could be random.
165. This is black. Black. This is considered, sabihin natin, bigyan natin siya ng label. This is position 1, this is position 2. Remember, ang axis na natin ay magiging 165. Kasi natapos na tayo dyan. So, cylinder natin is 450. Sabi ni patient, ang unang sagot ay position 1.
Increase minus.
Ito yung
Red.
red. Red tayo. Ano bang ibig sabihin ng red? Ano bang ibig sabihin ng black?
Correction of minus. Bawasan nila yung cylinder.
Ang red ay minus.
Bawasan na dagdagan. Mr. Acevedo. Increase. So, from 450, ano na yung cylinder ko?
Minus 4.
475.
472.
Meron akong 475 na cylinder at axis 165 plus 25 pa rin ang sphere ko. Paano kung answer number 2, still position 1, red is clear,
Minus 5.
magiging minus 5 yung cylinder ko, maapektuhan ba yung sphere ko?
Yes.
Ano mangyari sa sphere?
Bababa ng 25.
Bababa na taas.
No. Hindi. Babawas.
Mag-increase ng 0.25 na plus or minus. Magkakaroon ng plus. Kasi 50 diopters na yung change nyo, di ba? From 450, naging 5. Increase plus 25 every 50 diopter na cylinder change.
Ako nga, no?
Plus 50.
Tapos 25 yung order. Okay na, okay na.
Hindi ko naman maging plano.
Answer number 3,
Okay na, okay.
equal.
Naging plus 50.
Okay na po.
Wait, so in what direction yung plus is point of
So final nyo is plus 50 combined minus 5, axis 165,
Doc.
provided na pinalakad yung pasyente
Doc, would
ninyo
you-
para malaman kung komportable siya sa prescription. If hindi, modify.
Doc, wouldn't it be plano?
Hindi, hindi, hindi.
Why?
Kasi your minus cylinder is binabawi siya ng plus.
Di ba yun yung ating by theory, ganun dapat yung
By
ating
theory,
change.
your plus here, binabawi. Kapag naglalagay ka ng minus cylinder, kailangan mo bawiin ng plus.
Yung modification as to whether or not kailangan ba niya ng plus is based on yung reaction ni patient doon sa lens. Kapag ka ito, pakikising yung katabi mo, kapag ka ito ay naglalakad, mataas, malalim, modify.
Lumingin mo natin.
Kapag ka ito
Wait, so,
ay nag-induce ng blur at near, kasi di ba kapag kay patient hindi na mamanifest yung plus,
Naging
it could
175.
be na yung instead na mag-clear siya at near, maaaring after a few minutes pa or after a few seconds pa mag-clear with plus lenses. Possible yun. So yung question as to whether pwede ba siya magplano, kasi plus 25 lang initial yung nakuha, di ba? Is based on whether yung objective refraction nyo shows na possible yun or talagang going towards classification
Nalito na
or
ako kay Randy.
through modifications based sa computation ay magkakaroon ng changes in sphere amount. Balikan ang refraction. For our final exam, this will be a return demonstration by by pair, random partners,
Kasi yung
bunutan
dragon
ang
niya,
ating
na nakuha sa
exam.
125.
Then for the exam, since yung ating case history hanggang sa ating
0.25 po. Tapos na-refine
kaya same dapat.
na-refine siya to
Nag-refract tayo.
525.
So for our
Pero dahil increment din natin
activities afternoon, we will do cycloplegic refraction. Para saan nga ba ito? Para saan ang cycloplegic refraction? Cycloplegic agent. Okay, form?
Relax ako po.
Toward
Relax, accommodation, paralyze yung ating
yun yung alam ko, ano sa sasagot na bababa.
para ma-reveal natin yung power ng mata without exerting effort or say. Ngayon, ano bang ideal na characteristic ng ating cycloplegic agents? This must be able to produce a rapid onset of cycloplegia, inhibit accommodation completely for an adequate period of time, swiftly restore accommodation. So kung ganyan ang characteristic natin, ano-ano nga ba yung cycloplegic agents na pwede natin gamitin? However, based on RA 8050, ano nga lang ba yung pwede natin gamitin?
Tropicamide.
Tropicamide. Wala natin. Tropicamide. Under RA 8050, we have
Hindi,
just
sa opto bawal. Tropicamide.
tropicamide for the purpose of cycloplegia. The rest, hindi siya pwede at ito ay ginagamit lang ng ating mga ophthalmologists. So you have atropine, homatropine, cyclogel. Cyclogel being the drug of choice kapag tayo ay mamamasyente ng mata. But again, for our patients to come, ang kailangan natin gawin or gagamitin natin for diagnostic purposes will be our tropicamide. Pero ang common practice natin is atropine 1%. Should be kung ito ay pwede in accordance to our laws. But for those practicing abroad, maybe they could use atropine instead of cyclogel. Then bago sila mag-resort to tropicamide. However, in cases na hindi available si atropine, there is an alternative na combination drug which you can also use. Pero hindi pa rin ito applicable sa atin since hindi siya pasok sa RA 8050. You can use the combination of cyclogel, cyclobenzodiazepine, twice, followed by tropicamide, 1 drop with phenylephrine in 5 minutes interval. Pero tayo mamaya, ang gagawin natin, in practice kapag may mga bata tayong pasyente, maglalagay tayo ng proparacaine. This is for numbing, diba? Pero in your case, pwedeng meron, pwedeng wala, since matanda naman na kayo. Pero sa mga patients natin na bata, sa second and third meeting by second semester, since kami ulit yung Dr. Simbawa ang teacher, magdadala na kayo ng pasyente, second and third meeting pa lang. So, i-continue lang natin kasi hindi tayo nag-patient ngayon, di ba, ng kabuuan. Pa-staggered yung ating mga tests. Therefore, as expected, by next semester, you are able to do it, or you should be able to do it. Hence, second and third week, kailangan meron na tayo mga pasyente.
Alam mo, every time
Ngayon,
sinasabi yung main.
kung tayo ay magpapatak mamaya, ang una natin ipapatak sa non-dominant eye, yun lang ang ating papatakan. Proparacaine. After 1 minute, fast-acting ito, as short as seconds after nating patakan, magnanumb na yung eyes. However, you might feel na mabigat yung mata, parang nangangapal yung pakiramdam. That's perfectly normal. After nun, you will place 3 drops of tropicamide per eye. Huwag nating sayangin ang kada patang dahil ito ay mahal. So 3 drops doon sa non-dominant eye, 5 minutes interval. So ibig sabihin yan, 4 drops tayo. Proparacaine, tropy, ito ay 5 minutes interval. After nung pangatlong patak natin, 30 minutes na break. After 30 minutes, post-cyclo AR tayo.
Is there pre-cyclo?
So, pre-cyclo AR, hindi na tayo magre-ready dahil matagal yun. Pre-cyclo AR, then you should do your proparacaine. Or kung ayaw nyo ng proparacaine, okay lang.
Nga pala.
Tropy, then post-cyclo AR tayo. Pero there are again recommended na pediatric examinations per age. So yung mga basic na test natin, including your Bruckner's test, externalized inspection, pupil exam, lahat ng yan kasama from newborn up to 3 months. Nag-a-add ng test habang si patient ay tumatanda. Pagka verbal na ang patient natin or able to cooperate for verbal VA, tsaka tayo mag-introduce ng ating visual acuity test, either yung ating mga fix and follow, alternate occlusion for binocular inspection and corneal light reflection. Then, up until 5 years, kasama na yung iba natin yung mga tests. VA, red reflex, external, pupil, and all other tests. Every year after age 5, kasama na yung ating refraction. So, practice muna tayo bago natin siya i-proceed.
Pwede mo siyang gawin.
Based sa, alam nyo, sa retinoscopy. Ano ang movement natin? So, minus lens. Second question, minus 50 diopter sphere with a gut examiner at 20 inches produce a reflex on the left. What is the net of your VT number 4? Assuming na ito yung ating distance.
Ha? Minus 250 do.
Minus 250 diopter sphere. Reflex was seen as both test distance and target are at 20 inches. So, naging VT number 5. What is your gross if neutrality is achieved increasing 0.25 diopters in 3 steps?
Plus 175. Tama ba? Ay,
No.
75.
Plus 75.
Ha?
Gross.
No.
Same plus eh.
Plus
Gross
75.
pala. Ang plus 0.7.
Minus 125.
Ang inyong VT,
Same
ang
increase.
inyong VT number 4
gross nga pala.
minus 50 with the examiner at 20. Ano sagot sa VT number 4?
Plus, minus 2.50.
Minus 250 ang net. Ang gross mo is still minus 50.
Yes.
Ngayon, ang sabi dito, meron tayong with movement. Nag-increase ng 3 steps in 25 diopter increment noong
Plus
VT number
0.75.
5.
Plus 0.75.
Ah, plus 75. Yung gross. Oh,
Net.
gross. Oh, tama. Plus 70.
Ano pa?
Di ba, Doc? Final answer.
Plus 0.75 diopters.
3 steps.
Meron kayong VT number 4.
May nakalagay.
Ah, may 4 na.
50 diopters. Minus 50
Gotcha.
gross.
Edi,
Nung
plus
nag-VT
25.
number 5 ka raw, meron kang with movement, nag-increase ka ng 3 steps na 0.25 diopters. Anong ibig sabihin yan? Ano ang lens na mag-neutralize sa
Plus.
plus? So, plus ito. Plus 75 diopter. Ang inad mo dito sa gross mo.
Aha.
Plus
Plus
0.25.
25.
Ang VT number 5 mo ay plus 25 diopters.
Oh.
Yes.
Next.
Nek. Ano ba yun nababalik?
Last question.
Ito pa.
Does patient have lead or lack of accommodation based on your results?
Lag.
Doc, pero concern test within normal naman siya, di ba?
But
May normal na lag, di ba? May yung lead, meron bang normal na yan? Pero kung ang case natin, nag-with siya, nag-delay tayo ng plus 75 on top of your gross. Lag or lead?
lag.
Na.
Lag.
Kasi
Lack of accommodation. Kapag nag-minus siya, tsaka siya magiging lead. Pero, ang hindi normal na lag is plus 1 diopters.
So, okay pa si patient?
Wow. Yes.
Okay. Okay pa siya. Okay ka pa na ako? Oh, shoot.
So sabi natin, di ba, ang psychologic refraction is used to relax the muscles of your eyes para makuha natin yung refraction ng walang exert na effort si pasyente. In this case, ang patient natin, 3 cyclo, plano combined 75 axis 174, Plan of combined 25, axis 128. After cyclar refraction or post-cyclar refraction, may plus 25 combined 75, plus 50 combined 25. What is your tentative diagnosis?
Mild. I know.
Latent hyperopia.
Latent.
Could be latent hyperopia. Hindi na-reveal ng subjective na refraction, yung kanyang initial objective, yung kanyang plus, na-uncover
Wait, ilang taon na si
after
patient?
cyclar refraction. Hindi rin naman natin masasabi pa na pseudomyopia since masyadong mababa yung difference from yung pre and post.
Doc, how old is the
Again,
patient?
tentative lang naman natin. Okay, subject to further testing. If we just base it solely on your pre and post na objective refraction, hindi rin conclusive yung results natin. So when you have to approach your patient's case holistically, dapat hindi lang mag-decide kayo based on just one finding, kailangan marami yan. Kasi kung pseudomyopia yan, kailangan nyo i-consider si accommodation. Kung hyperopia yan, na latent, kailangan nyo pa rin i-consider si subjective refraction. Kasi doon nyo malalaman kung hindi nga ba niya nilitip plus na yun. Hindi lang ito sa objective na refraction. At
So if
dahil
it's not
dyan,
equal, it's compound.
for our laboratory activities, again, ito ay nagawa na or na-publish natin beforehand. You have until November 13 to accomplish this for as a first na activity. Perform the accommodative test and record the results. So much like ito ating example, please document the procedures, results, and the computation for each. So push up, pull away method natin is computed. Andito yung first, second, and third trial natin. Please make sure that your patient's PA is clear at near when performing this test. Dahil kung J4 or mas blurry pa ang kanyang vision sa near, hindi natin dapat gawin C, push up and pull away. Ngayon, for our activity, we will do cycloplegic refraction. As instructed, you will place the cycloplegic agent only on the non-dominant eye. Perform pre-cyclo objective refraction using our spot AR. Instill cyclopecia, but first, receive proparacaine. Kung kaya nyo na nang walang anesthesia, proceed with our cycloplegic agent. 3 drops, 5 minutes interval, 30 minutes break. Pero kailangan nyo i-note itong tatlo. Ito kasi ito yung ating activity. How long does it take for you to first notice the effect of cycloplegic agent use? When we speak of cycloplegic effect, ito ay kapag napansin na ni patient na nagkakaroon ng blur, kahit papilitin niyang makakita sa malapit, hindi na niya magawa. Hindi siya nearly nag-dilate yung pupils, nire-record ko na yan. Pwede kasing mauna si cycloplegic effect doon sa mydriasis. So, the moment na ma-notice ni patient ninyo, na partner ninyo na mag-blur na kahit nag-exert ng effort ay hindi na niya mabasa yung kanyang binabasa, i-record nyo siya as your onset. For number 2, duration of cyclopecia. So, di ba, na-record nyo yung onset. Hanggang kailan tumagal yung blur na yan? Pwede nyo i-check si patient every 30 minutes. So, ito ay tatagal kahit tapos na yung klase natin. Kasi 4 to 6 hours na malabo ang vision ninyo with or without glasses. Sensitivity to light, 4 to 6 hours as well. Number 3, note how long your pupils were dilated. Duration of mydriasis. So, kung number 3 ay how long your pupils were dilated, it goes without saying na kailangan natin siyang makita before tayo nag-dilate. So, kung ang basis natin will be itong picture na ito, hindi natin siya masyadong makita. Tingnan natin dito. Kung ganito lang kalaki ang pupils niya during the first drop, kailangan yung recording ninyo ng duration ng mydriasis is from the time na nakita nyo unti-unti na siyang nakadilate. So, kung sa tingin nyo, by tignan natin siya, lumaki na yung pupils natin, compare natin si OD at 1:50 p.m. tsaka si OD ng 12:35 p.m. Hindi pa siya ganun kalaki dito, pero hindi siya masyadong sa screen. Pero dito, kita na siya
Wow.
na lumaki from just the first drop. So, ito si OD, ito si OD. So, kung kailan siya lumaki, at hanggang kailan siya nagstay na dilated. So again, every now and then you have to report or you have to check on your patients, even after our class, as to kung nakikita, kung nag-blur pa ba, and kung may glare pa siya. Yun lang naman yung hallmark or yung makikita niyang symptoms kapag nagdadilate na yung pupils. The larger the pupils, the more light will come in, therefore, more glare na mapapansin. So, yan ang kailangan natin i-consider at document your results. Pre-cycloplegic refraction, then your pupils, first, second, and third drop na time din natin, and your post-cycloplegic refraction, pati yung questions natin dito onset, duration, and duration. This will also be submitted on November 30, 2025. All those absent, all those that will be late will be subjected to reporting the following week. Okay, meron na tayong list kung paano natin siya, sino mauna. Sino mauna?
Sila, Doc.